Okay, so I was asked to do this video. I'm not sure that all is interested and all, but I started couponing years ago and back, and I'll admit when you're working full time and you got a million things going, it's hard to keep it up. You're busy, and I kind of fell back with it now that I had my daughter, and I just wanted to save more. And I just wanted to make this video because I was asked some questions, and I just wanted to go ahead and answer some questions with a video. So getting started, I just picked up a notebook years back, and just a simple binder, and that's how I first got started with the binder. And then I picked up some of the dividers. I've wanted to say that this came from Walgreens on a clearance. If not, it was very cheap. So the binder, imagine, I used to buy up a lot of products on clearance with my son having, being in school and everything, and then seeing something that's kind of, feminine looking or whatever, I'd pick up a couple if they were super cheap. Then I have folders that were also super cheap, and they were on clearance also. And so what I did was I got the binder and got the folders and used the folders as dividers here. Not folders, dividers. And what I wrote on there is the different sections so I can find what I'm looking for. I have a section for refrigerated foods. I have a section for canned foods. You can section however you want, but this is in my brain when I'm shopping. So the first two are for grocery shopping, because with grocery shopping you really don't get a lot of coupons, so I don't need that much room. I have, refrigerated foods, and then anything that's canned or on the shelf. Okay. Then I have cleaning and laundry. So anything that is laundry detergent or anything that's Lysol cleaning, I put in that section. Then I have my personal care hygiene section, which is the biggest section. That's just the most coupons that I get. Anything that's soap, hygiene, deodorant, anything like that. And then I have one that I have labeled miscellaneous, but I tend to put any medicine wise, because that's another thing that I tend to have a lot of coupons for, is anything that's vitamins, medicine, something like that. So I may have to end up, breaking down the personal care more, but that's just the sections that I have. So the little tabs that I have that I put the coupons are baseball card dividers, and I'll put a link in the description box. I'm not sure where the original ones I picked up from, but these ones that I ended up having to get more of, these stronger ones right here, came from Amazon, and I believe they were a pack of 25 or 50. I'll put it down in the description box, and they're pretty good, and they're thicker than the other ones that I had bought, and I'll leave the link to that if anyone is interested. But like I said, this is how I got started, and I was asked, to show my booklet. It's just a binder. You can get a dollar store binder, Dollar Tree binder, and dividers. I've got clearance dividers. When I said folders, I meant folders. This is actually a folder on this one. The other ones are just plain dividers, but dividers, and then baseball card holders. And then I'm going to put a link. I'm going to fill in a video that I show with me cutting up the coupons. This may seem simple, but I get several at a time, and so I was asked, you take all that time to do? No, I got other things I need have to do during the day. I take several at a time and bunch them up. So when I have several at the time, I bunch them up, and it's the same coupon, and I just cut them up, right after the other one. That way when I cut, I'm not cutting one at a time, I'm cutting 3 at that time. So in my area, I can go to the Dollar Tree. So I'm only spending about $3 on my newspaper. And I know that everyone's not that fortunate. I was just on vacation, spring break this last week, and in that town, the Dollar Trees don't sell the newspapers there. They did, but they don't anymore. So I know everybody doesn't have that option. But if you do have that option, I would check into, if you wanted to start couponing, I would check into the Dollar Tree and see if they sell them. Or some of them, they have it on the bottom of the window when you go in on the door. It'll say the Sunday paper sold there. And tip is, if you do want to do this, get into couponing, you have to go that morning. You have to go Sunday morning. They do sell out, because there are other couponers out there. They sell out. So if you attend church services, I recommend going before, depending on where. I know in my area, just from experience, there's one that you have to go before to get it, or you're not going to get it. By the time services is out, they're gone. And then I know another one in my town that you can go after services, but you have to get pretty much before 2 o'clock. After that, they're going to be out of them. So why we do the Dollar Tree? Because they're only $1 there. I don't know what your newspaper costs, but they can range anywhere from $1.75 to, depending on where you are, I'm hearing several dollars a paper. Excuse me. So that's why people go to the Dollar Tree, because if you're a couponer, you can get several coupons for the price of one. By just like say I pick up 3. I used one of those, so I pick up the 3 newspapers. That's $3, and then I have 3 of these to use. So, and then that's my limit where I'm at. They limit 3. Now I could have my husband or son to go in there, but 3 is enough. 3 is enough for me. So I'm trying to see what else I wanted to mention. But for the basics, to get started with couponing, that's how it is. Now, when I first started, I didn't write down, but now I get asked where did that come from or whatever. So I will put, like this PG, I put Procter and Gamble, and then this was from 331. But I do have some in here that I was lazy with and didn't write it on there. But to reference back on what, and then if you really find a really good deal or sale, and that's coming up, if you're really getting serious about it, there are clipping services. and there are people that know about the different sales ads that comes out, and you can order coupons online, but you got to know what, like this one says Smart Source 331. You got to know if it came in a Smart Source, did it come in the P&G, did it come in a Retail Me Not. You have to know where it came from. So that's another reason why we write that down. So I hope this helped somebody. Like I said, with me, I bought my things on clearance. You can get your things at the dollar store. The only thing that will cost a little bit, like I said, is, you know, the little baseball card. And there are several options. You can find something cheaper, like I said, than even what I bought to get the baseball card holders. But that's basically in my binder. I also have a pen, and then I keep Dollar General is like my favorite place to coupon at, so I usually keep the current Dollar General ad in the front. Publix is another place for me. I usually keep their ad because they have, not their ad, their in-store coupons. So you can use a Publix coupon with a manufacturer's coupon. So I usually keep a whatever the Publix in-store coupons is, I usually keep them in the front, their current ones. And then another tip is if you have access to the commissary. If you have access to the commissary, they usually keep their coupons in the front of their store when you go in. And I keep their coupons in the back, and so I have extra one of those. Now you're saying, if they're military, can't you just use them at the military store? Yes, most of them say for military commissaries only, but they do sometimes have other ads in there. So, and I don't go in there and take a whole stack. I do, you know, take a few extra. So when I go in there, so even though I did pay for the newspaper, I do have an extra, few extra of the P&G. So that's another tip. If you have access to the commissary, you can get extras in there. But this is how to get started and some tips, and I hope I helped somebody. And if you have any questions, I will try to answer them, and see you later.